Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. I welcome you into this space. I am back home from New York. Back in my prayer corner for 3 days. And then we're going back to the island to shoot season 2. So this week is a wild week. And I hope to be able to record next week when we're shooting the show, but also shooting TV is a very intensive experience. So we will have to see how it goes. But on the days that I don't get to record due to travel or sick children or something, yes, my invitation is that you just scroll through the 250 episodes that we've done together and find the one that calls to you that day. There may be a repeat message that you need again, or there may be an episode that you didn't hear. And that's the value of having 250 episodes. I think that's what we're at right now, is because there are so many episodes to be able to go back and listen to. And we're almost up to our year marker, October 22nd last year on my birthday was the day that this began. And I'm so honored that I've been able to do this with you. And I'm so excited to keep doing this with you. And this year we're celebrating my birthday with the launch of my new book, Transfiguration, The School of the Prophets. And I have 25 spots for people to come for free, to come sit with me in the JOA house, which is the School of the Prophets building, and do the Transfiguration blessing with me. So if that's something that you would like to come to, those spots are going to fill up really fast. Just send me a DM on Instagram, Keira Brinton, and say I'd like to come to the book launch. And you can be here in Boise with me and we can do this blessing. Otherwise, you can watch it on Zoom. But I invite you to be there either way. It will be a powerful experience to do the full Transfiguration blessing together. So today, I'm going to begin with our new breath, which is the breath of love. We're going to breathe love into the body, and we're going to breathe fear out of the body. So palms up, soft shoulders. Here we go. Breathing in love. And out fear. And in love. And out fear. And again. We're going to call in all of our angels and all of our guides in and through the divine light to come and sit with us, to show us peace, to show us hope, to show us wonder and light, to give us support and comfort. We're going to ask that light may touch our ears, that our ears may be tuned to the frequency of God, that light may touch our third eye so we'll have access to all of our spiritual gifts, that light may cleanse our lips, that these will be washed and anointed to speak with God today. I'm going to read to you a message I received in my prayer corner. These are the words I received. When in a tunnel, stopping is the worst thing you can do. Just keep crawling towards the light. It will open, and yet the only way to become free is to keep going. And as I saw this, as I saw this vision, it was like one of those crawl space tunnels, right? Like literally the only thing that fits in that tunnel is you, which is maybe my worst nightmare of all time, as I have serious claustrophobic problems. So this was a great vision from God, because God was like, hey, the only way out is to keep going. Right. Yeah, of course. And that is the message so oftentimes, and we're in the middle. I'm reading one of my favorite books for probably the 25th time. It's called A Thousand Years in a Million Miles, or A Million Years in a Thousand Miles, something like that. Donald Miller is the author. And he talks about being in the middle. He talks about how the beginning is so fun and the end is rewarding, but the middle is where you get lost. And the middle is where we get stuck. And the middle is the stagnancy. And it's so true with these visions that God gives us. God gives us the vision. It's so exciting. This new vision is so exciting. And then we get to the middle. And the middle is what takes work. And in this book, he likens it to when you are canoeing into the ocean. And at first, it's like so much fun. You have to like push over the waves. And then all of a sudden, you get into the ocean. And if you're going somewhere on your canoe, not just for a stroll, but you're actually going somewhere, he says that the middle is the worst, because you actually have to paddle and paddle and paddle. And you don't really get to take a lot of breaks. And it feels like the land that you're going to is so far. And that is how it is with these visions with God. We get so excited and we have all this energy to jump over these waves. And then we get to the middle of the vision and we stop, because we're like, oh my gosh, this is so much work. Oh my gosh, the land is so far away. Never mind. But we can't go back because we already jumped into the middle of the ocean. We're already in the vision. And that just so perfectly lines up with what God told me today. Like the only way to get out of the tunnel is to just keep going. And the only way for you to actually arrive in your promised land is to keep walking, keep doing, keep meeting with God. What is my most important action today? Listen and do. Ask, listen, do. Ask, listen, do. This is the model. But stagnancy breeds normalcy. Stagnancy breeds fear. Stagnancy breeds resentment and cynicism and bitterness. And those frequencies are what create illness, and they create unhappiness, and they create this like plaque around the heart. And if we get to live like we live, we are here to live, then for the love, may we live free of these ailments. May we live free of such tyranny. May we be liberated, and liberation comes from divinely inspired action. And so today, as we go into prayer, I invite you to pick up whatever has been in the way of your actions. You're going to pick it up, put it into God, and we're going to ask that God will transfigure it to match the frequency of the visions that God has given you, that you may become it, that your feet may be feet of movement, that your heart may be soft and open, and that you may see clearly and walk clearly. And then we're going to ask that God may touch your cells, that they will match the frequency of God, that they may match the frequency of the visions that God has blessed you with. And we're going to seal this up with a blessing, that God may place his hands on your head to give you the words that you need today. And I'm going to be quiet while you pray. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, letting these words move down through the body, becoming written within the very cells of your being. We're going to open our palms and ask God, what is the number one action you need me to do today towards my vision? You're going to listen. You're going to receive. We're going to call on our angels and ask them to support us in all that we do today, to watch over our children, to open pathways of miracles, to help us be in action with the visions that God has given us. And today I want to remind you that you have everything you need, that you have direct access to God on your own, that you are the master of your ship, and that you are a builder of worlds. And remember that you have been chosen for the work that you've been given. Now go forward and do. And with that, I thank you for wandering into the sacred with me. And I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. If this episode moved or inspired you, I encourage you to share it. Think of someone who needs this message today and text it to them. Let's add more light to the world by welcoming people into our prayer corner together. I also want to invite you to create your own prayer corner at home, a space set apart where you can return again and again to hear God's voice. To support you, I've created the Sacred Space course, which guides you step by step in locating, creating, and dedicating your very own sacred space. You're also welcome into the Sacred Wandering Facebook group, where you can share the blessings that God is giving you and be uplifted by others walking this path. You can find both of these resources in the show notes, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Keira Brinton, and me or my team will send them directly to you. I want to thank you for being one of the rare humans who chooses to sit at the foot of God, to ask, listen, and do. And as always, I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me.